All right, hey guys, I am just getting ready to meet up with some of my girlfriends, and I figured it would be the best time to make a video right now. I wanted to go live, but I kind of wanted to let everybody know what's been going on health-wise, and also give you guys some exciting news, something that I'm going to be starting to do here. So, number one, I'll try to go through this really quickly, but first off, number one, know that I've got a good, amazing father. He is so awesome, fantastic, wonderful. He takes care of me and my family, and I'm so thankful and grateful to know him. So no matter what, God is always good, okay? He's always good. I have great family, support, friends, like all of that. So number one, thank you guys for all the love, the support, the concern. I'll tell you right now, I'm someone that's not like, I'm not an eyes all on me. Like, I like to talk about what's going on so that way if somebody's experiencing something pretty similar or anything like that, like I want to share that with people. But I'm not a pity party person. Like, I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I don't like, that's not me. I don't like all eyes on me. I just want to help as many people as I can by sharing whatever information I can and things that I've experienced, and still kind of waiting for diagnosis. So we'll see how everything goes. Well, first off, I can tell you, so since I think I've always been anemic, my mom and I actually have talked about it numerous times. I think our family deals with it, but I've chewed on ice forever. There's so many little things that, you know, probably have shown that I've been anemic, but they really haven't diagnosed it since just probably 4 months ago when, yeah, it was just the fatigue has set in, and it's like, what is going on? Like, I get being tired here and there. I understand being exhausted, like when you have 500 million things to do and you're always go, and you're a parent and you, like, literally, you take care of everyone, right? I was a single mama for 4 years, so taking care of all the kids, there was no sick days by any means, and everything still had to get done. So, I have a hard time resting. You can ask my daddy. He's the one that will get on me about go to the doctors. I have nothing against doctors at all. I just have always been like, hey, I'm healthy, and if I have this, like, I'm just gonna get through it. It's gonna be good, and I'll go, like, if I'm pretty much like dying, that's what I'll do. So, anyways, but I've been dealing with this, like, extreme fatigue, this mental fogginess, like, just kind of feeling really extremely out of it, and knowing that it's not, like, I'm not sick. I'm not, like, or, like, you know, I don't have the flu. It's not COVID, all of that stuff. And I'm like, what is going on? So with this diagnosis, iron deficiency, anemic, and I started taking iron supplements. I was taking 200 milligrams a day for 4 to 6 weeks. And it was like, oh my gosh. Let me tell you, I ended up gaining probably about 15 pounds. That's probably also too, like, I really didn't watch so much what I was eating, but I, like, with what I was eating and exercising and doing, I shouldn't have gained that much. Like, it was very frustrating, very irritating, and it's not very fun. I think anybody can testify to that, you know, if you've dealt with hormone things or different medications that have caused you to gain weight and you're like, what? Yeah, that's how I feel. So anyways, they were like, we're going to do iron infusion. And the one that I had to do it twice, do it 1 week and then do it the next week. And then in 4 weeks, they'll recheck. So, I had an iron infusion last week, and then I had one yesterday. And, like, yesterday after getting the iron infusion, like, I should say for the past 3 days, extremely exhausted. so exhausted that like, I'm just like, I don't even want to wake up today. Like, I don't even, no. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, it's exhausting, being exhausting. I'm like, especially since like, I know where my body, my levels, my energy, all of that stuff. Like, I'm very, very over the top. And even through being tired, like, it's, you know, like, you know your body, right? And so this, I'm like, there's something wrong. Like, there's something wrong. I shouldn't feel like this. What's going on? And so, anyways, after the iron infusion, just had like a heaviness in my chest. I didn't feel like it was difficult to breathe. Like, I feel like I was getting a good supply of oxygen. I have asthma, so definitely no, not being able to breathe. That wasn't the case. It just felt like somebody pressing on my chest. My joints have been hurting. My bones have been hurting. Definitely feel way more weak than I have. Like, I can't, doing my workouts, totally different right now. So, they're like, hey, we're gonna go, like, we want you to go do an EKG, just make sure, double check, this and that. So I went and did an EKG, and then I had to get an eye exam. So here I am, like, up, coaching classes, and then having to go to the doctor's right after, and then sit there for 2 hours for the iron infusion, having to go get an EKG, took forever to just get in. 2 seconds was the actual EKG. And then over to the eye doctor exam. In there, there was an emergency for my eye doctor. So I'm like waiting in there for 30 minutes. And I'm like, I just want to go home, y'all. Like, can I just, I'm done. I'm like, I just want to go to bed. And they called, and I didn't, obviously, was getting my eye exam. And they're like, hey, your EKG came back. We want you to go to the ER, have some tests run. And there was 3 different things that they said, and I can't remember. I'm like, obviously, my heart rate was low. There was a T wave, and then the other one was like a left something, whatever. Like, I have it written down, but so anyways, I was like, okay, all right, I'm going in. So I ended up going in, and of course I had to go get a taco salad first. I was like, if I'm gonna go sit in a hospital, I'm gonna go eat some food. So grabbed a taco salad from my favorite place, Monterey Express. If you are local and you've never been there, like, it is legit, quick, fast, and it's so good. So good. And they have the best salsa. Sorry, this is scrolling off, but their salsa is phenomenal. Okay, just saying. So anyways, I go to the ER, and they start fluids. They have like, or, you know, run through a full thing of fluids, get tests done here and there. And I mean, other than all the things that we already know, I'm anemic. My hemoglobin has been going up. Like, when I went probably in March. Yeah, it was like the beginning of March. It was like at an 8, which was at an 8.2, and I guess like at 7 they want you to have a blood transfusion. I'm like, okay. But it's crazy because like I at that time too, like I might have been tired and stuff, but it wasn't how it's been. So my levels yesterday were at like a 10.8. So it's, you know, it's rising up. I think they like you to be at an 11 or 13 is where, like, I mean, where they would like you to be at, but it's not like extremely low, and it's obviously improved. So I'm like, well, why am I feeling like this? So, doctor was really great at the ER, and he's just like, I'm here all night. Like, if things get worse or, stuff like that, please feel free to come in, and I'll follow up with my hematologist. And so like next week, within like 7 to 10 days, like, oh, I should say, if this is like this for the next 3 or 4 days, they're gonna hear from me next week, because I'm like, this isn't me. Like, it's just not. And when you know, like, how you, I hate getting emotional. When you know, like, how you've acted and responded, and you're sitting there, like, putting on this big happy show, like, yes, because I'm always the, let's smile, let's laugh, let's have fun, like, let's have a party. Hey, I'm a squirrel. Like, my coaches call me that. I am a squirrel. I'm all over the place. I like to have fun. I like to laugh. I like to be filled with joy and love, because that's what my wonderful papa says that I have. So, anyways, like, when you are, like, sitting there and, like, your whole head is just fogged, like, you're like, what is going on? Like, and, like, forgetting some things or whatever it may be, and you're just like, all right. It gets frustrating, because it's just like, figure out what's wrong and let me know ASAP, because I'm sick and tired of dealing with this. And at least I don't feel like, you know how when you feel really crazy because you know that you don't feel good and you know that there's something wrong, but you don't know what it is, and it's going on and on and on, and you're like, okay, y'all, the doctors, figure it out. What's the next test? Like, what can we do? Because thyroid, all of that, like, checked great. My next suggestion, which I really actually don't want to do, I'll probably talk to my hematologist if he doesn't talk to me. Sorry, y'all. Lump down just a little bit. I'll probably talk to my hematologist about, okay, well, can you do a bone marrow biopsy? You know, sorry, everybody. Didn't mean to drop you again. But do a bone marrow, biopsy and have the bone marrow checked. That would be, I think, probably the next thing. Don't worry, I'm like right here to pull into where I need to go. So I'll just pull the phone out. Okay, sorry guys. I've only dropped you a couple times. Okay, so bone marrow would be something, just with everything that, we like to diagnose ourselves and we like to get into things. But I feel like doing a bone marrow, checking that to see, since my hemoglobin's low, there's different things on my blood work that shows XYZ, then I think that would be something that I would talk to him next about, if he doesn't already suggest it. But, yeah, so that's where I'm going from that. I'm actually going to leave this video as this, but I will come back in here after I meet up with these girls, and I'm going to make another video. I might even go live, so watch out for it. But there's some really, 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 really exciting news that I got to tell you guys. It has nothing to do with health. It has nothing to do, like, I wish I could be like, I'm going to tell you, like, I figured it out. I didn't yet. So all your prayers, I 100,000,000% believe in the power of prayer and people coming together in authority. Definitely will take prayers. Please do not feel sorry for me. Like, y'all, let me tell you, my life is good. It's good. It's great. It's going to be great, because that's awesome. Like, I just think about God and all the great things that he's done in my life, and where I was and where I am now, and how I can keep being a light for his kingdom, and like just how no matter when we go through crazy situations and circumstances in our life, like we truly have the ability to have such a peace and a joy and a love that can radiate that, versus just being upset about the situation. Like, how can you utilize something that you're going through? How can I share this with people so that if they're experiencing the same thing, that they can learn from it, and also know that there's someone to talk to, or also know that we can laugh and cry together, or whatever it may be, right? So anyways, I love you guys so much. Watch out for the exciting news. So I love you guys. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you soon.